Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Race Talk with Big Easy Motorsports. I'm your host, Richard Long, and we're coming to you live from the DBC Bar and Grill. That's 1001 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie, Louisiana. And it is around, looking at about 10 minutes till 10 now here. And we are doing a show from here, and things are starting to live up. It's got a good crowd in here, looks like a bunch of friends in here together and having a good time. And so, if you want something to do and you're looking for something to do on a Friday night, you're looking for a great place to go and you're in the Metairie, Louisiana area, come on out and come into the DBC Bar and Grill and you can get you something to eat. You can order something to eat, have a few drinks, and, catch you an Uber home, or maybe you got a friend that don't drink that'll come with you, but you can come with them, and they can have a good time. You can have a good time, and be buddies with everybody in here by the time you get done and you leave for the night. We are looking. I'm just sitting here looking around at what some of the things that's going on. They've got dart games going on the wall. They've got golden tea over in another area. And then they've got 13 different televisions. Some of them are on the Olympics. Some of them are on football. I am looking at the Dallas and Miami game. At this point in time, it's Dallas is killing Miami, but it is the preseason, so we know how Dallas is in the regular season. They're going to wind up choking, and won't even probably make it to the playoffs. But they've got video poker here. They've got 3 different machines that you can come and sit down at. Well, actually 2 of them. One of them is actually being used at the moment. But, you can come play video poker here. And this is a bar that is right on the edge of New Orleans or Orleans Parish, I should say, and Jefferson Parish. Now, in Orleans Parish, if you go into a bar or a restaurant, you're not allowed to smoke while you're inside. Here at the DBC Bar and Grill, although I don't smoke, you are allowed to smoke in the bar. And there are quite a few people that do come to the DBC Bar and Grill that smoke when they're here. I've seen a few people in the bar that are sitting at a table, they're friends and they're all together, but they don't smoke. But you do have that option here at the DBC Bar and Grill in Metairie. So come on out and have a drink. And like I said, if you smoke, you can smoke while you're here. That's something that's not regulated against. When you come into the bar like it is over in Orleans Parish. I'm not going to say that it won't change in the future, but right this moment, you can come out and you can smoke and have a beer and have a good time with the people over at the DBC Bar and Grill. We're here. We've got set up. I've got set up today to do donations and to take donations. And hold on, and I've got a young lady that actually works at the bar here. She must be looking for something. She come by and is looking on the table. Not exactly sure what she's doing, but she may need a little room on this table. But I was here last night, and I've done a broadcast from here last night, and I've got to tell you, they do food here in their little bar. Now, last night they had a special. It was the hamburger steak. It's got grilled onions, gravy. They have a garlic mashed potatoes. I'm going to tell you what now, the garlic mashed potatoes are to die for. They're absolutely great. So if you want to come out and have something to eat, they've got a great menu out here that you can, order food off of, and they've got appetizers. So it's a little bit for everybody. You can come out and have a good, nice, cold daiquiri. You can have a nice cold beer. You can have a draft. They've got buckets of beer that you can buy out here that's fairly cheap. As well as, I know tomorrow night they got the UFC fight here, so that's a $5 admission to get in, and then they've got $10 buckets of beer. And you can come out and enjoy some beer with them. and be able to have a good time, watch the UFC fight. That's Diaz and Conor McGregor. That's a rematch from earlier this year. I think it was somewhere around March. Wesley and I, the general manager, was talking here, and that became, the first fight that Conor McGregor had lost. And Diaz beat him up pretty bad in the first round. If I'm not mistaken, I seen a highlight of that fight from earlier this year, and he tapped out. So in the first round, and Conor McGregor wasn't used to that. And there's, been a little bit of hoopla and fanfare as far as that fight goes. That's coming up tomorrow night at UFC between Conor McGregor and Diaz. So if you want to come out to the DBC Bar and Grill, you can watch that fight. Now, they've also got a NFL draft league that they got here. So if you want to get involved in the fantasy football draft, you can do that here at DBC. They'll set you up with everything. It's absolutely free to come and get on their league here at the DBC Bar and Grill. And you get to pick your teams. They give you everything. That's sponsored by, if I'm not mistaken, it's Bud Light that's going to be putting that on along with DirecTV. That is what they have here, and they've got the NFL package. I'm sitting here at a table now, and I'm looking at a poster and this DirecTV Sunday ticket that they've got. So you'll be able to come out to DBC Bar and Grill and watch all these football games and enjoy your weekend on a Sunday. And just like tonight, I'm actually watching the football game between, like I said, Dallas and Miami. It ain't much of a football game, but of course it is preseason, so hopefully things improve by the time these two teams get into the regular season. Just seen an advertisement for University of Southern California and Alabama. I'm just wondering, I guess that must be the opening game for Alabama in the SEC this year against that. I'm thinking that SC's in the Pac-10 or maybe the Pac-12 now. I don't know. Sometimes the Pac-12's only got 10 teams, and the there was another one that was like it was let's see, I think it was the Pac-10 had 12 teams, and then the Southwest Conference only had 10 teams or something along that line. But anyway, it didn't jive with the numbers that they called themselves. Yeah, it was the Pac-10 and the Pac-12, and they were opposite. One had 10 and one had 12 instead of, one having 12 and one having 10. But anyway, that's irrelevant. We're SEC football fans here. I'm a Gamecock. The people from here around Louisiana, 99% of them are LSU Tigers. And then, of course, there's those fans that are around. And those fans pull for Alabama or, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Auburn, whoever it may be that's, in the SEC. This is the Southeast, and, of course, they're going to be, involved in SEC football for the most part. There's a few people that, pull for some ACC teams, but the ACC in this part of the country is not very big. You have to do most of that, get most of your ACC teams off the East Coast, which, hence the ACC, Atlantic Coast Conference. But anyway, whether you want to do your fantasy football league here, whether you want to watch UFC fighting, or if you want to come out and watch NASCAR. I watched the NASCAR Xfinity Series race earlier, and that was a pretty good race. That was from Bristol, Tennessee. That's where they race at this weekend. Last Wednesday night, it was this past Wednesday night, they run the Truck Series race over at Bristol Motor Speedway. So that was another opportunity to watch some racing over here at DBC Bar and Grill. And if you come in over here and you don't see a TV and there's supposed to be a race on, all you got to do is let one of the managers know or let one of the bartenders know that you'd like to watch the NASCAR race, and they'll find out what channel it's on for you, and they'll get you a TV tuned in to that. May even turn a couple of them onto it. But you can come out here and watch some NASCAR racing, like I said, as well as right now they've got the Olympics on. A couple of different channels showing a couple of different things as far as the Olympics go. I watched some track meets. I seen the 4x relay, Jamaican Usain Bolt. You know, that guy's just he's a lightning bolt. Really a good name with the last name being Bolt. And I just had a patron come by, and I think she might have had something to drink. Maybe a little bit more than what she had already needed, because she walked to the bathroom, then turned around and come back and asked me, where's the bathroom at? So anyway, that's one of the things that you run into. And that's a reason that, I like to come out sometimes. I don't drink, but I do like to come out and just sit and watch and see the people interact and mingle. This is a pretty good place to come out and watch. The customers come and drink and have a good time and have a beer and talk and commune with friends and things like that. So, bring your friends out, have a good time, and you'll be able to relax and chill out. And they got, nice facility here. Their bathrooms are clean. They're always kept up, and the bathrooms that the clientele or the customers use here at the DBC Bar and Grill is the same bathroom that the employees use, and they do that so that when they do go in and use the restroom, they've got the opportunity to check it out, make sure everything is still clean, so you can come in and use a clean restroom as well as enjoy a beer or a daiquiri or whatever it may be, a mixed drink here at the bar and have a good time. But we're doing a little bit. The reason I'm here is, like I said earlier, I set up today to take donations for the flood victims of the recovery effort that's going to be starting here. It's actually already started here in Louisiana, over in Baton Rouge and Gonzales. That's East Baton Rouge and Ascension Parish. And I done a show here last night. I thought we wound up with a total of 20 parishes in the state that has wound up being put under the emergency FEMA Act or whatever you want to call it, that's been declared disaster areas by the federal government. And starting Monday, the Small Business Administration will be opening up to small businesses in 4 different locations in the areas that's been affected. So people will have the opportunity to own small businesses and go in and get the SBA to help them out and see what they can do about getting back on their feet and taking care of the community, get back going and being able to provide those people with the jobs again that was working with them, and be able to bring them back on board and get that taken care of. Those folks, when they do that, that just generates income and a sense of pride, and people who wants to work and gives them a place to go, and especially in this time. I've heard about so many people. I've got the gentleman that owns Pontchartrain Mechanical, which happens to also be another location.
What are you doing?
I'm doing radio.
Oh, so you're on the radio?
Yeah, I'm on the radio.
Oh, I was just seeing if y'all do karaoke.
I'm sure you can do karaoke here somewhere. Just ask one of the
I
bartenders.
gotta get fucked up enough, but I can sing. I'm just smiling.
I'm Richard.
Nice to meet you, Richard.
So her name is Chris, and she wants to sing some karaoke. So they, if I'm not mistaken, they do karaoke here. I know they got a machine over there by the wall, so maybe she'll have the opportunity later on to sing some karaoke. She said she had to get a little bit more in her, so maybe she'll have a good time and get a little bit more to drink, and then she can sing her some karaoke. And somebody, if y'all want to, y'all can come out and sing with her. But anyway, back to what we were talking about, FEMA and the SBA and different companies, different branches of the government that are here that do the assistance and stuff like that. FEMA's already here. They've already gone through and looked at a bunch of stuff, and they're making assessments on that. But the SBA, they'll be opening it up and doing some stuff starting on Monday. From what I read a little bit earlier. So they'll have 4 different locations for people to go to and be able to get some assistance with their small businesses and things such as that. So that's another avenue, and that's good for the people who own these small businesses to get their employees back to work and be able to provide them with a little bit of escape. We talked to some people earlier. I was just mentioning Mr. Chuck from Pontchartrain Mechanical. That's another location where you can drop off and donate goods over at Pontchartrain Mechanical, and they're in conjunction with us. We'll make sure that everything gets to the people it needs to get to. But we are looking at Mr. Chuck said he had an employee that had got trapped and couldn't get out, and now the water has started to recede. He thinks that his worker, who's actually his plumbing director, and hold on. Okay, and that was the waitress. She just come and asked me if about an order. I placed an order earlier on some food, but Mr. Chuck said that his employee, his plumbing manager, was ready to get back to work because he was about to go stir crazy from being trapped, by the water there for so long. So I think he was coming back to work today. If not, he'll probably even come to work tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I know he'll have, he'll be glad to get back out and be able to move around at will, the way he wants to. And people don't realize that, you move around and we take things for granted. And, anytime you get ready to get in the car and go somewhere, you want to go to the store, you want to go to the movie or whatever it may be, you may want to come out to the DBC Bar and Grill. You come out here and you talk to your friends and you have a good time. That's good. And it works. That's fine. Everybody's okay with that, and it all works out. But then when you get in a situation where this is a 100-year flood that we've had, and people are trapped in their homes, they don't know what to do. They can't get out. They can't go nowhere. They don't have any way or any opportunity to get out. And so what happens is they get a little hemmed in, and like I said, they go stir crazy. So when they do get that first opportunity to get out, then they're ready to go, and they don't realize just how much they missed that opportunity of being able to go. So everybody wants to get back to work. I know if you're looking for a job and you're in the greater New Orleans area, Louisiana Cajun Navy has got, every time they hear about a job, they post it on the Louisiana Cajun Navy website. And I know the founder of the Louisiana Cajun Navy, he's got a friend that is in the construction business, and they start actually, I think, in the morning. He's supposed to be doing a bunch of banks that were flooded during the storm, and during these high waters. He's supposed to be doing some banks that will be, needing to get opened back up as quickly as possible. And so he is hiring people. I think he's paying like $14 an hour. Anything over 40 hours is overtime. And you'll be working. He's actually working around the clock. He's doing 2 shifts. You'll be working 12-hour shifts 7 days a week. So go on to CajunNavy.com. and or on the Facebook page of Cajun Navy. That's where it's at. And look up, go to Facebook and look up Louisiana Cajun Navy or Cajun Navy, and you'll be able to see it on their Facebook page about the the jobs that people have got, or the help that they're looking for. And if you're in the construction business, this right now, this is a time when you're going to be really, really needed. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people doing demo. There's a lot of people that are doing reconstruction. And I know I got a friend, a personal friend of mine. He's in the granite business. And for the last month, it's been kind of slow for him. But I talked to him today, and he said he is slammed. He is wide open already. He's building, kitchen countertops for people's kitchens. So, there's a lot of stuff that's already going on that's getting back, to business as usual with recovering. And so his business is picking up and taking off, and everybody else's business that's in the construction industry, their business is going to be taking off here, pretty soon. So take the opportunity if you can, get out there and make that money while you can, because sometimes these businesses slow down, you get laid off, and so you have that problem. But make sure you get out and take advantage of the opportunities we got right now. We're going to take a break for just a minute, and we'll be right back. This is Race Talk with Big Easy Motorsports.